Still a long way to go in this draft, but that's the kind of guy who can elevate that entire unit. He's a very talented addition. Boy, you talk about a friendly turn to the cards. This is a great round for these guys as they get themselves a dynamic player right here. Does this pick fill a big need? I'm not so sure that it does, but it is at least a slight improvement over what they had in place. Yeah, I don't think you needed a crystal ball to see that pick coming. That's all about loyalty and familiarity right there. Still some big holes remaining to be filled. Yeah, no surprise here. Anytime you can get your hands on a player of his caliber, I think you pretty well have to pull the trigger. And that's a pick that'll solve a lot of problems out there. He'll fit in nicely. Definitely some options with this pick. Do you take a skill player here or get yourself some help up front? Boy, it's finger-crossing time now. With the end in sight and a few more holes to fill, you've got to be hoping that there's still a gem or two that becomes available. Both offensive and defensive options here. They might have to ask themselves which side of the ball needs more attention. And now, which side of the football will they address here? Some interesting options either way. Now it's getting to the time of the draft where you really want to get lucky and hope somebody falls into your lap.
Take it to the old man. Had to change her heart and then fell back. Old man lived a long life.
And I think that pick comes to the surprise of nobody. You had to figure they lean that way if a player from that team became available.
Like Leonardo, let me paint the picture. I might need a bottle on the road to success. I can fit a throttle. That Michelangelo, hundreds in the envelope.
Could we see another New Orleans Saint come off the board here? Boy, the skills just leap out at you with this guy. He will be a very important part of this ball club.
Soon as it's seen it, I swear it, I mean it. My man was going quicker than dominoes. He in jail. Everyone falling like dominoes. Yeah, I've been killing it. Yeah, I've been hard in the paint, not a single assist. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been with this. Yeah, I've been killing it. Yeah, I've been hard in the paint, not a single assist. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been with this. Yeah, I've been killing that. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been killing that, flicking that wrist. Yeah, I've been killing that. Yeah, I've been hard in the paint, not a single assist. Yeah, I've been flicking that wrist, flicking that wrist.
Logic. Clockwise, counterclockwise, realest in the top 5. Other 4 ain't rapping. I'm just repping for the side. Yeah, that's coastlines, Panama for the boat rides. Worth billions, and we ain't even need showtime. Just money counters and kitchenware. Condo with a in there. We got rich in there. Been a trophy since Hawaiian Sophie. Curry over Kobe. We shooting. Splash Brothers with the add in soda. Good fellas to my Aureliotis. Shades of blue, I bet you.
All right, Larry, thank you. It is indeed time for a Draft Champions matchup and what is set to be a great Draft Champions matchup. In the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis, and these guys should have a huge impact on the outcome of this game. They're ready to roll. We're ready to roll. Let's roll. And it's the birth of a new club as we're underway in Draft Champions. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Throwing on first down is Bortles. He finds Randall Cobb on the completion. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
And an alley to run. There goes Frank Gore. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Frank Gore 57 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. You talk about explosion plays. There's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. Luck on first down. And incomplete to open things up. He was trying to get it there to Vernon Davis, the tight end. And that'll bring up second down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. Third down here.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Here's Luck. And Davis has it over the middle. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch. And most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They'll try and push it in with Gore. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the one.
He's already scored once. He definitely had his eyes wide open trying to get in there a second time, but I thought that was a really nice play defensively to deny him.
Yeah, it was, as you said, keeping him away from his second first-quarter touchdown there. Another try on second down for Gore. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of 2, now third down. From back at the 3 now. This is third and goal. Bortles now on third and goal. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. And a loss of 3 to bring up fourth.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now the Packers get set to go. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on third down. They come out here in the I. Back to throw. Love completes it to Davis. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to make it 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. They run. McFadden. He's at the 50. Past the 20. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and it'll be a turnover. Downs. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Bortles. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Back near his goal line. Here's Bortles. They go with a screen to Gore. And he's got some space here. He got 29 yards that time.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. And to the tight end Olsen, right side. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back. Yep. He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, ball's out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Gore back there is the lone setback. He's going to get the football. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back, away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
Has that changed in a big way? The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, and sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
A big play there on the catch and run. 35 yards.
The well-executed slant routes are based on timing, and that one was hit just right. Ball out of the quarterback's hands quickly, right to the receiver. He catches it on the run, and you saw the end result. Big time run after catch. They love those rack yards.
On first down, Bortles. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Chris Baker in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. It's caught. Left side, Bolden. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And Cundiff able to knock it through. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point. So no problems converting there.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, man, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. Throwing his luck. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Now a first down throw. Luck. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now it's Luck. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They'll come out in the pistol. On 1st and 10, Luck. And his throw here is incomplete.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Luck. Open man. It's Vernon Davis. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. And now they're in the hurry-up. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. Going up top. Try to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you down to Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one.
is going down and the weekend's here. Save my soul. I can feel it coming, troubles in the air. Oh my Lord, the light is going down and the weekend's here. Save my soul. Who's on with me? Who's on with me?
It's so important to find players you can really commit to in these first few rounds. You'd hate to have to readdress these same positions later on. The Vikings have already been heard from in this draft. And this is a big piece of the puzzle right here. Maybe a no-brainer, but a great pick regardless. Oh, no need to worry about this guy. Just plug him right into the starting role, and he'll be a massive upgrade.
So, I can feel it coming, troubles in the air.
So, with a handful of starters, instant impact right there. That's a big leap forward from what they had on the roster to begin with. What to do here? Build up the interior of your line or get that skilled player to add another weapon? Yeah, here's a spot where the fan base would be one thing this team's going to need is some leaders, and they've got one right here. Boy, it's finger crossing time now. With the end in sight and a few more holes to fill, you've got to be hoping that there's still a gem or two. And now's where you need to make these last picks count. Time to fill any holes you can before it's too late. It's the age-old question on draft day. What's the bigger need, offense or defense? These are tough decisions here, offense or defense. Which side has the more pressing need? And with time running short, you've got to hope some guys fall into your lap, or you could be left with some real holes on your roster. Still a few holes on this roster, and not a lot of time left to do anything about it.
Take it up another notch and make it drop it and never take it down. Take it down. 30-something thousand, watch you show me something, baby. Come on, baby.
All right, Larry, hope everyone is settled in for a great Draft Champions contest. Here, lucky to witness it, I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis. These guys that you see on your screen, they won't be witnessing, they will be participating in what should be an excellent game. Let's get down to the field. It's time for kick. And it's the birth of a new club as we're underway in Draft Champions. This will be taken about the 12. Shreds the tackle. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Not only was that a 3-and-out, it was their 3rd straight incompletion on this drive, and they didn't even think about trying to run the football. Now they have to give it up.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They'll set up to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And incomplete.
In most pass defenses, the guy playing safety has the ability to roam free and try and go to the football. But when you're in man, you've got to cover just like a guy playing out on the corner. Lock up on the receiver and go to the football. That's exactly what he did, batting that one away.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Tries for Rice, intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll return this one just short.